Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to quickly oil your BERNINA hook. And after watching this video, you should be able to do it yourself within 15 seconds or less. It literally is that quick a job. Now this is in no means a comprehensive oiling of the machine. It's just one very important part of the sewing machine, the hook. Many models of BERNINA use this hook system that I'm going to show you. This particular machine is the B215. You may own an older machine or a newer machine. A lot of different models have this hook arrangement. Now this is the CB style. So if you open the bobbin cover on your machine and it looks similar to this here, this video is for you. If your machine doesn't look like this here, it's possible you've got a different mechanism, or you might have a rotary hook or something like that. This video doesn't cover the rotary hook systems. So the hook's a metal part, and that travels along what's called a hook race, and that's metal also. So you've got metal on metal. The recommendation is to oil the hook every 2 full bobbins full of thread, or about every 3 to 4 hours of sewing time. That gives you a rough idea of how often this should be oiled. So first of all, I want to show you what the symptoms are of a dry hook. Now I'll give you a demonstration on the noise here, the sound. So the symptoms of a dry hook are a noisy machine. It could be breaking thread, it could be playing up, tension issues, things like that. I'll give you a listen to this machine. We'll do a before and after here. And in no way does this constitute a service, if you like, of the machine. To do this at home properly, you probably should clean under the plate here. I won't cover that in this video, but generally you should really clean the machine before you oil it. But if you just want to get through your project that you're working on at the time and quickly quieten the machine down, this is a very good method just to get you going again. Okay, so let's have a wee listen here. I'm going to put the microphone up to the machine here, and we'll do a little before and after here so you can hear the difference. So not sounding very BERNINA-like there at all. Quite noisy, quite rough sounding. So we're in close here. This is the bobbin cover door here. Open the bobbin cover door and you can see the hook arrangement just here. The other thing to do before you do this is to turn the machine off just for safety. Get your oil bottle. Now I'm using standard sewing machine oil. Don't use WD-40 or CRC or 3-in-1 oils. Use a proper sewing machine oil. You can buy it online or at your local sewing machine service centre. Okay, I'll just get you in for a closer look here. I'll turn the machine by hand. You don't have to do this, but just to show you the action of the hook there. This is the hook point just here where I'm pointing with the blue pointer there. Turn the machine over there. Now I'm turning the machine in operating direction. As I say, you don't have to do this. But what you do is you bring the take-up lever to the top of its travel, and at that point you'll be able to see the hook race down in here. It's this metal part just here. Here's the hook here, metal part here. That's where you want to put the oil, just 1 drop of oil. In fact, you can drip the oil onto this little, you might be able to see a little recess here. This is a little recess in the plastic hook retaining ring, and you can just drip a drop of oil onto this area here and it will pour down. It's got a little incline here and it will just roll down onto the hook race there. If you've got an oil bottle that's got a reasonable tip on it, you can literally just target this area here, just 1 drop of oil like that there. Just a quick tip too, if you don't have an oil can like this one that delivers a precise drop of oil, if your oil bottles tends to pour oil out and you could end up with too much oil in here, a good little tip is to use a screwdriver. You can see there if you pour too much oil on there that the excess oil just drips off the screwdriver. Okay, and that way you've only got about a drip of oil on the screwdriver, and then you just put the screwdriver in and touch it down into the hook race there, and that delivers your 1 drop of oil without getting too much oil in the workings. And we'll just mop up that excess oil. You can put a rag down first before you do that to mop up the oil there, and then go ahead and close the bobbin cover door there. Just one thing to note as well is once you're done there with this, make sure that you sew on a scrap piece of material first. It's just that the thread will pick up the oil, and it might be slightly contaminated oil too, and it'll look possibly a little bit grey or even black. So I would sew on a piece of scrap material until the colour of the thread comes back. And let's have a listen to the machine now, see what that sounds like. It's sounding a lot better there now. So that's it really. That's all you really need to do to quickly quieten your machine down. Not only does that quieten your machine down, it stops the hook and the hook race from wearing too much. So you need to make sure that you do this oiling fairly regularly. So that's it for this one, just a quick one today. I hope that helps you out, and I hope that gets you up and sewing again. Not that a noisy machine like that will stop you from sewing, it's just more pleasurable to use a machine that's running nice and quietly and smoothly. Thank you very much to my patrons on Patreon, and thank you for watching.